Poor eyesight is very common. Your eyesight getting worse as you age, well, unfortunately, it's almost inevitable. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what actually changes in your eyesight and how to avoid your vision getting worse, especially as you age. So let's go ahead and dive in. But before we get started, I'm Dr. Zyrowski, and thanks for hanging out with me in another video today. This topic is one that's very dear to my heart because I have been in glasses, prescription lenses since I was about 7 years old. And it was very frustrating to me that every time I went to the eye doctor, I was constantly having my prescription increased, meaning my eyes were worsening year after year for many, many years until I made many of these changes. And in fact, not only did I stop my eyesight from getting worse, I actually made my eyesight better, which is huge. So I want to share with you how to do that as well. You're going to walk away with steps today to take that will in fact improve your eyesight, and also make sure that you're preventing the long-term deterioration of your eyes as well. Now, as we age, there's some declining that happens with our vision, with our eyesight. Here's essentially what happens. Let me share with you a quick breakdown before we get into the pro tips here. First of all, you're going to have a loss in lens flexibility. This is called presbyopia. And this is where basically the lens in the eye, it becomes stiff and it makes it very hard to read things that are close, like maybe your phone or a book. You're also going to have reduced blood flow to the eye. This is going to reduce the nutrient circulation to the retina. It's going to reduce oxygenation to the retina. This is important. You're going to have oxidative stress over time, and that's just the stressors from, let's say, whether you have high blood sugar, the chemicals you're coming in contact with in your environment. These all create oxidative stress that will, in fact, have an impact on your eyesight. Nerve and retinal degeneration is a big issue as well. This is going to affect your ability to tell contrast or even have good vision at night or even see sharpness in your vision. And so we have to make sure that we're doing everything we can to solve this problem. In fact, a lot of toxins in our environment will attach themselves to neural tissue and have an impact on your nerve and retinal health. So we also have to think about the mitochondria, okay? A big change that happens as we age is that we have lesser amounts of mitochondria and lesser mitochondrial function. As a result of that, we have less energy production in these tissues, and it has a negative impact. And so I'm going to show you how to make some changes there and fix that. Also, blood sugar and insulin resistance is a massive issue. It's a massive problem that most people deal with. It's a massive problem for your eyesight. This is why type 2 diabetics have eye issues all the time. So let's get into how do we actually fix this issue. Now, when I say how can you actually improve your eyesight, I'm not coming to you from a place where I'm just, read on it and I'm sharing this information. I actually have changed my own eyesight. I've actually had to go to the eye doctor and get lesser prescription lenses because my eyesight improved. I've helped many people improve their eyesight, and they tell me my eyesight has gotten better. My eye doctor is asking me what I'm doing. So these changes, when you implement them, they will offer you benefit. So let's go ahead and dive into the first here. The first is going to be stabilizing blood sugar in the body, and I'll tell you why. This is very important. This is one of the most overlooked factors. As I said, if you know someone who has insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes, they often struggle with eye health. High blood sugar is going to damage the retinal capillaries. It's going to accelerate cataracts and also worsen macular degeneration. So here's what you have to focus on. Going on a sugar-free diet. I know you don't want to do it, but it's something that is so beneficial. Also, going low carb, meaning you're pulling out all the different refined carbohydrates, pulling out the high carbohydrate diet that you're eating right now and going low carb. This is going to help really stabilize your blood sugar. I would also combine intermittent fasting in with this simply because you're going to sharpen up the insulin response in the body and your body's ability to get the blood sugar into the cell, therefore helping lower your blood sugar and reversing any type of insulin resistance going on in your body. And then from there, you're going to see some noticeable changes. What I did personally when I saw the biggest change in my eye health is that I went sugar-free, I went low carb, and I detoxed. The reason I combine detox with that is because a lot of environmental toxins will attach themselves to the neural tissue, which is believed to be a reason as to why the eyesight will decline, because we have the optic nerve that will be affected, the retina that will be affected, and so I detoxed with it. And by the way, if this is something that interests you, I am doing a 2-day webinar coming up here, and it will teach you how to detox and go through the entire system and detox at a cellular level and get to the root cause of your health problem. So I'll put a link in the description below, but this is a webinar coming up and it's going to be profoundly beneficial for you to know this information. Now, the other thing that we want to do here is we want to improve circulation to the eyes. The ways that you do this is going to be through exercise, daily walks, doing some deep breathing exercises, and using some methods that will just help manage blood flow in the body. So improving circulation is beneficial because, as I mentioned earlier, one of the problems is you have decreased circulation as you age and you're not getting oxygen and nutrients to the retina as it needs it. So therefore, anything to help improve circulation is a positive. Exercise certainly is at the top of the list. We also can focus on some key nutrients. There's some very interesting nutrients that play a big role in supporting our eye health. There's lutein and zeaxanthin. These protect the macula. They also improve contrast and glare sensitivity. Okay, so these are two really powerful antioxidants that are very supportive. That's lutein and zeaxanthin. You're also going to look at things like high-dose DHA. High-dose DHA is going to support the retinal structure. It's going to help reduce inflammation in the eyes. And when it comes to like the eye, the brain, and the central nervous system, DHA is one of the most abundant fatty acids within it. So when we take high doses of DHA, it will actually improve our eye function and our eyesight. Okay, so DHA is really important here. I also want to stress the benefits of taking sufficient amounts of vitamin A. Okay, vitamin A is essential for eye health. That's why probably like most of you, like myself, you always heard growing up that carrots are so important for you to eat because they're rich in vitamin A and it's going to help your eyes. So vitamin A is important. And many people who start to notice that they have night vision issues and some other problems, they'll notice if they take vitamin A, this immediately improves. Zinc is a mineral that's also very important. And the reason for this is because it is required to actually get more vitamin A to the retina. So think of it this way. Vitamin A helps the retina and zinc is the shuttle to get it there. Thus far, we've said lutein and zeaxanthin as antioxidants. We said DHA, vitamin A, and then zinc as well as the carrier. Also, vitamin C and vitamin E are powerful antioxidants. They're just going to have a general support for overall eye health as you reduce oxidative stress in the eye. Now, you also want to support lens flexibility. Okay, hear me out here. It's something that is important. If you're somebody who is spending a lot of time on the computer or the phone, essentially what happens is you do a lot of near vision focus. Or even if you're reading a lot, you're doing a lot of near vision focus and it's hard on the eyes. So what you want to do is you want to do some time throughout the day where you look at things far in the distance. If you work on a computer, what you want to do is take breaks from the computer and you want to look far away. Focus off on a far off building. And this is going to help improve the lens flexibility. And this is something that's becoming more of an issue today in the age of electronics, computers, tablets, and all the things that we all spend way too much time on. So get out in nature. And even if you are stuck at a computer, like because it's your job or something of that nature, like it is for me in many cases, look far off in the distance at things that stress the lens flexibility to become better. Now, we also have to address inflammation. Now, earlier when I said I had noticeable change in my eye health when I not only cut carbs and cut sugar and then also detox, it's because it dramatically decreased inflammation in the body. There's no doubt about it. Removing toxins, removing the sugar and carbs, lowering inflammation is important because this causes so many ocular issues. So we certainly have to make sure that we are living this anti-inflammatory diet, removing toxins from our environment. It's important. Now, another thing that I use clinically all the time is red light therapy. And this was an interesting one to me because when we would have people come into the office, patients, and they would utilize red light therapy, one of the things that they would tell me almost immediately is that, hey, that improved my eyesight. And though I utilize red light therapy for so many issues, reducing nerve pain, inflammation, and improving energy and skin health, all these different things, it wasn't one of the top items I thought that I would hear is that I utilized red light therapy and it improved my eyesight. Red light therapy has been shown to improve eyesight, and I can tell you clinically beyond a shadow of a doubt that people say that red light therapy improved their eyesight almost immediately. There's a lot of reasons for this. One is it's because it's lowering inflammation, but another reason is because on the onset of this video, I said we have decreased amount of mitochondria in the eyes as we age. Well, red light therapy actually takes the mitochondria there and it helps them produce more energy. That's one of the huge benefits in the core foundational elements of red light therapy is helping your body produce more energy, which helps produce more healing. It helps keep us young. It's an anti-aging benefit that we all want. So red light therapy is going to be a therapy that is certainly worth incorporating in order to actually improve your eyesight. If you want red light therapy devices that are going to be helpful and useful during this time, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below to a red light therapy system that I use personally, and I think it's great. We have to make sure that we're using the correct forms of red light therapy in order to get the benefits, so that's why I'll be specific about it. So these changes, if you start implementing these, beyond a shadow of a doubt, they will improve eyesight. I've seen it time and time again. I personally have went to the eye doctor and had them lessen my prescription year after year after implementing these changes. And as somebody who has been in prescription lenses since the age of 7 and only saw it get worse until about my mid-20s, I not only think that this information is important, but I think that beyond a shadow of a doubt, it will work for you because it worked for me. And not only did it work for me, I see it work with many of my patients. If you love this video, go ahead and check out this one next.